Hey, hello guys. Sorry, my mic was muted. How you guys doing? We're gonna play until PGR resets, and then I'm gonna hop on that game and then probably go back on this. That's the plan for tonight. PGR resets in like an hour, so do an hour of this, go do that, and then we switch back. Let's try some other characters with this mod. Might as well try out other characters while I do all the grinding, because I have to do it again. Obviously don't have access to my PS3 save anymore.
の中でしか取り戻せないものがあるわ。
私の知略、あなたの元でなら行かせよう。共に行くことお許しあれ。
You guys hear me now? Yes, no? Better after eating. Still like gonna need more help affording things, but for today, I'm good. I'm not gonna be able to do Gravity Circuit because I don't have the money. I had a good dinner. I haven't been able to go to my neighbor's house. That's kind of been the problem. I can't really go into why. It's nothing I did. I don't want to sound like I got canceled or anything. They want me to be back there. It's just there's things going on there that make it so I can't be there right now. So I specifically told by them to not say why. So you're welcome to make your own ideas, but that's kind of why I haven't been doing kitty sitting streams. There's been like no photos of the cats or anything. I've been off for like over a week. I can say that they are starting to take steps to feel better, which is a good thing. I don't think anybody can fault anybody for trying to better themselves. It's just, unfortunately, it has some consequences for me. Well, not consequences, I didn't do anything wrong. It's just, disadvantages is a better word. Hopefully tomorrow I can go back. I need to respect their privacy. It's nothing bad. I just can't say any more than that. Respect their privacy. They trust me a lot. It's just, it has some unforeseen disadvantages for me not being able to go over there. And once I do go back, whenever that is, I mean, there's so many games I can stream from the deck now. I gotta set up the rest of those open BOR games. Maybe I'll save up some time for that tomorrow. Because I couldn't play all those on the Steam on the phone because of the limitations to get what's it called to work. LNS Ultimate. You have to set up the phone in a specific way, and if you try to install another game, then that game stops working. But because the Steam Deck is computer, I don't have that limitation. There's a couple games that have come out that I want to play, like the Ninja Warriors one I want to check out. I also got Kingdom Hearts set up on the Steam Deck too. Pretty excited about that. I never did the final mix of Kingdom Hearts 2 because I played that game when it first came out. But I miss the cats. And there's certain things I have access to there that I don't have access to anymore, so that's been kind of hard. But, you know, the cats are like my kids, so I miss them a lot. I've been kind of lonely. The cats always give me a standing ovation when I show up. can combo off this. No, that knocks him too far away. Oh, that was sick. That was pretty cool. I've seen a couple of the cats, the ones that are outside. It's been like really hot here, so they're not wanting to be outside very much. They're hiding. Your attempts to switch weapons are futile. That mechanic is removed. The affinity mechanic's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as like the color coding in the DMC reboot or the Hyper Armor and Arise. I just got bored of it because I wanted to do style stuff and the game kind of prevented it. It's not a bad mechanic. I mean, they actually did think to give you advantages for being in the wrong affinity. You know, you get the switch counter, which gives you the double attack and everything. Like, it's not terrible. There's far worse things that have been done to style games, or games with application for style than this game. It's just, I've played this so much already, I just want something different to do with it. It's made it into a new game, pretty much. This game I've played to death already multiple times. I have something new to explore again.
打ち取った
Color-coded enemies in DMC Reboot is far worse than this. That mechanic is just dumb. You couldn't even damage them. It's like, we only want you to play this one way. Not allowed to have any kind of, you know, freedom in how you decide to play. And that's just boring for a stylish action game. Let me play the way I want. Put in some arbitrary, gimmicky mechanic that prevents me from, you know, having player expression. Yeah, in the definitive edition for DMC, all they did was just make it so they take damage, which is like a band-aid fix. The problem is they're still in hyper armor, so it's like, cool, I guess. You didn't really fix the problem. Like, they're still in hyper armor, so you can only induce hit stun with one side of the weapons. At least in this game, they had the decency. It's like, hey, they're in hyper armor, and that really sucks. But there's advantages to it. It's not just straight, you know, we don't want you to have fun playing this kind of thing. There's advantages to them being in hyper armor. It's not just telling the style players to suck it and play something else. There's been plenty of games that have done that. After this game released, I think that the affinity mechanic is actually pretty well designed. It's just they didn't think of the style players, people that just want to mess around and do fun stuff with the combo system, and not just stack as much damage as possible. But when you put armor on every officer in the game, it kind of makes it so you have to play like that, and that was what really bored me about this game when it came out. I was pretty disappointed. But there have been much worse instances of developers screwing over style players than this game. This game's hyper armor mechanics have kind of improved retroactively, even though the game didn't get patched before this. This is a mod I'm using. It's not official. I think it was an example of watching all the combo videos for the previous games and having some kind of weird delusion that most people play like that. It's like, no. Most people that play these mash buttons. It's a classic example of trying to balance things around people who aren't normal. Don't balance your game around cyborgs. Balance it around normal people and have, like, extra stuff for the cyborgs. They kind of didn't really put a lot of thought into that. Like, nah, we're just gonna take out the combo system, pretty much. Generally, on a map in this, there's like maybe one or two officers that you have the right affinity for. It's just kind of boring.
そなたと争うなど愚かなことであった。これよりは共に歩み好天の世を開こうぞ。
取り戻せないものがある。
Actually, yeah, Tales of Xillia 1 came out 2 years before this game did. Well, Vanilla Dynasty Warriors 8, not XL. Came out 2 years after this game's original version. And that game was basically a big fuck you to people who wanted to style play as well. I don't think this game is anywhere near as offensive as that game and stuff that came after it, like DMC. Well, DMC was the same year as this, actually. 2013. They were a couple months apart. I don't remember exactly when those games came out, but same thing. We watched some Sweatlord cyborgs do crazy shit in our game that we never intended for people to do. That doesn't affect anybody who doesn't want to do it. So we're just gonna take it out. And now nobody can, like, ever learn how to do that stuff. I don't think this game is anywhere near as bad. It's interesting to think about, though. Xillia 2 is like, let's try to take the Kingdom Hearts Revenge value mechanic, but make a much worse version of it that doesn't make sense and makes the combat system not work. It's pretty much what it was. We're tired of these gremlins doing these combo videos, so now we can't do that anymore. No, it's like 3% of the player base does that stuff, or even knows you can, or cares to. 9 was a little bit too far in the opposite direction. It's too easy to just combo stuff to death in that game. Problem with 9 as well is that you have smaller moveset, and most of the moves function the same. There aren't really a lot of unique properties, so you hit them once and they're just in the combo forever. It's fun. It's fun to turn off your brain and play it, but I don't think it has the nuance of something like this, where everybody is unique. You have a lot of cool stuff to work with, and ways that you can build the character and stuff. And 9 is pretty much you just hit them once, and then you just do a combo video and they can't get out of it. Which is fun in its own right, but I wouldn't really call it deep or rewarding to do. It never felt earned. That's just the beginning of 9's problems. It's a fun game to play. I definitely don't think it deserves all the hate it gets, especially after how much they patched it. They patched it for a good 2 years. I think they made it a much better game over time. Especially for something that's not a service game. The only financial incentive they even had to do that was selling the DLC. Which, of course, it's Koei Tecmo. I mean, it's a pretty big incentive. They had 3 season passes that were like $35 each. I guess that was their reasoning for doing it, but hopefully in the next one they add more moves and they make the characters less homogenized, because I think the characters feel the worst in that game. There's a handful that are fun to play and everybody else is just the same, but worse, which is precisely the problem with having clones in games like this. It's not enough to just give them like 1 or 2 moves. There has to be some reason to play all of them. But they didn't do clones very well in that game. It's pretty much... This guy uses the same weapon, but he does it better than the other people that use it, so... Outside of just liking the character, there's no point to even touch them, even once. That's always been my biggest problem with clone movesets in these games, not necessarily that the characters aren't unique. It's just they don't implement it in a way that makes it feel like the characters even have a reason to be playable. The Fire Emblem game tried to get around that with the passives, but it was the same problem, because they played exactly the same in that game for what I remember. It was the passive that they had was like the only real distinguishing factor. A lot of the Fire Emblem fans read a little bit too much into the fact that it's a Fire Emblem game. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter if they have 2 points more charisma or luck or whatever. Like, you can still beat the game with everybody. Like, it's not actually a strategy game. There's elements of it, and a lot of that just comes from the fact that Musou games are strategy games with beat-em-up gameplay. But the stat spread does not matter. You could make ridiculously broken weapons and beat the game with anybody. Kind of bothered me. I watch a lot of those videos like, oh, this clone has the best stat spread. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking care. That doesn't mean jack shit. Now, if it was an actual Fire Emblem game, yes, that stuff does matter. The stat spread and stuff does matter, even though the characters are the same class, and they tried to implement that in the Fire Emblem Musou games, but it ends up not really mattering. Because you can't have, like, RNG level boosts and stats matter that much when you're actually directly in control of the gameplay. It's not determined by, you know, a stat system. RNG. Fire Emblem Three Hopes tried to fix that, but it's the same thing. They put too much emphasis on the passives. There weren't enough movesets for all those characters, so it's kind of more the same. You pick the one character that does what you want best, and you don't touch the others. Or you just get their accessory and then just play with their passive with a better character. I think that's one of the better implementations of clones, is that game, but I don't think it's ever something they're ever going to be able to solve unless they just make everybody unique, which is going to get harder and harder as time goes on. There's actual videos talking about the stat spread. I'm like, dude, this does not matter. I appreciate the passion, but the game is not designed to where that stuff really matters that much. Because it would feel really shitty to have the stats matter that much, like it's a full-fledged strategy game instead of just a Musou game, which is very much a strategy game. It's just you have direct control. The game isn't calculating stats and making you miss and stuff every time you push the attack button. It's calculating damage, yes, but not to the point where, like, you miss a 99% chance and then your whole team gets wiped. I'm sad that game didn't get DLC. It was just very enjoyable. It was a fun game. Just didn't have much replay value. It's kind of weird that it's been out for like over a year now with no DLC. from Koei Tecmo of all things. That game definitely could have used an expansion pass. Add like a couple more movesets and like an endgame mode or something to grind for. I think would have helped. Alright, so I guess at this point I should start over the ambition mode, but I kind of want to grind a little bit and level up my favorite characters because they, a certain portion of them leave when you start the second ambition mode. And I think it's random who leaves. It's been a while since I've done this, it's been like 10 years, but you kind of want to level up your favorite guys first. So that if they leave, at least you can still play them other modes until you get them back again. But yeah, I got the whole cast now, so I should probably just work on other characters. Let's make a lightning sword.
天に立つのはこの男だ。突出すればどうだ。私の知略が役に立つならお届けしましょう。どうか弟子にしてくだされ。
Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm an OG. I don't have the success of a pioneer, but yeah, I am a pioneer in content creation. Nobody can take that away from me. It was a different time back then, and wasn't as much clickbait and stuff on here. I haven't gotten with the times. That's my fault. I can't blame that on anybody but myself, but I just make shit I want to watch. I get tired of all the clickbait and the video essays and stuff, and I know if I did those things I would be more successful, but I want to make things I want to watch myself, so it's kind of why my channel is like a lost YouTube channel. I just kind of keep it the same way it used to be. Yeah, financially I'm not doing well right now, so I've had a lot of bills and stuff, but I'm sure my community will help with that when they can. I honestly think this site sucks now. Even just as a viewer, not taking the fact that I'm a pioneer content creator out of the equation, I think this site really sucks now, because it encourages not doing things you're actually passionate about. That's what I don't like about this site now. You can make a video on like the next scandal or the next game that's the worst thing ever. And like the algorithm loves that. If you do something you actually enjoy and are passionate about, and it's not like a video essay or some scandal about, I don't know, the janitor slashed someone's tires last month, and you make an hour-long video about that, it's very hard to get traction. It's not just me, too. Like I said, it completely removed me from the equation. A lot of my friends that still do this, their views have plummeted as well, because they don't do that stuff. They do things they actually enjoy. Not making a video with an open mouth like, I don't know, the janitor of Twitter did this. Their mouth is open, like you could stick a hot dog in there or something. Yeah, I've gotten tired of it, even just as a viewer. I can't find somebody that will just tell me the actual answer for what I'm looking for. Like, it would annoy me just as much if I was not a creator myself. I understand why people do it. The site encourages just lying to people and wasting time, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And the fact that I'm a pioneer creator really has nothing to do with it. It pisses off everybody. Like the guy that's the new Kiryu voice actor for Yakuza. That's all his channel is. His channel is so calculated. He's like the strategist in this game I'm playing. That guy is strictly business. That guy made videos about how bad Cyberpunk was, and then started making videos about how it was great after they fixed it. I'm like, dude, they don't get a pass because they fixed the game. That's their responsibility. You're selling a freaking $60 product. That guy just latches on to whatever the algorithm likes, man. There probably was a point where people like that really didn't. They were uploading things that they were passionate about, but they got to the point where like, I want to do this for a living, so I gotta just abuse, game the system, which I can't fault anyone for doing. You can't pin the condition of the site, the situation it's in, on one person. It's something that's just been ruminating for a while, and it's just gotten to the point where if you do this, you gotta wonder, do you want to sell out, or do you want to actually do things you're passionate about? And if you do things you're passionate about, there is a statistically very low chance of being able to make a living. That's kind of where I'm at. I make very little doing this, and I struggle pretty much every month, but I'm doing things I would watch if I was, I don't know, an out-of-body experience. I was like a completely different person. I would subscribe to my channel, because it's gameplay focused, and it's about things I'm interested in, and I'm playing at the time. If I was a different person, I would sub to my channel. That's kind of why I keep it the way it is. Because I know how frustrating it is when you try to find something and everybody's just about wasting your time for ad revenue instead of actually telling you the information you need. Gameplay videos do pretty bad now. It's all about the video essays and all that stuff. Those can definitely be interesting to watch. I just don't like how it's like the only thing that's viable now. I'm pretty proud when I put up like a gameplay video and it does well, because I don't waste people's time. A lot of them don't even play the games. They don't even play them. They're just covering them because it makes money. I mean, I'm sure some of them have wives and kids or husbands or whatever. Can't really blame people for doing it. It's mostly just the algorithm is not being tweaked in a way that discourages just doing stuff like that. And I don't want to do that. I understand that my low income is a self-fulfilling prophecy because I don't want to do that, but no, that's just kind of the choice I make. You're not going to see videos of me with my open mouth about, I don't know, the Microsoft janitor ran off with the source code for Microsoft Solitaire or Minesweeper or something. With my open mouth, and you can stick a burger in there. I'm not going to make videos like that. This Microsoft janitor did what? Yeah, we have the source code for Minesweeper now. And like all the security got out and there was an epic car chase. And they just include like footage from the O.J. Simpson car chase or something. And drag it out for an hour. And then like not actually confirm or deny that those events actually happen. They got you to watch the ads. That's all that matters. Oh, hold on, you guys probably can't see this, huh? Give me a sec. There we go. People are pretty understanding that I need help to keep doing this, and I'm very thankful for that. I know that it's not my fault that my channel doesn't do as well as it should. That's just how things are. The site's been a shithole for a while. The fact that I have anyone watching at all is good enough. I appreciate the company. Thank you. Yeah, I've been paying off a computer upgrade, so that's been really killing me financially. But next month I'll pay it off in full. Then it should be easier.
今回も完璧な車線でした。
Hey, thank you. Good night.
行こう。
それじゃそろそろ動く。
今日の確実の駆け引き、銃を持つ形のない隙のない隙。私が一気に加えてあげる。
刃の騎士万物を切り裂く。私と戦ったことを後悔させねえ。そうさない刃の騎士万物を切り裂く。私と戦ったことを後悔させね
私が3つ加えてあげる。
形のない形に隙のない隙。
これがアートタイム。壊れる美しさがあなたにはお似合いよ。これがアートタイム。
取るに足りない。私と戦ったことを後悔させねえ。万物を切り裂く。
あとは任しとけ。失敗の中で勝利を目指し、危険な状況の中で穏便を追求する。
僭越ながら
一番手強い相手。
落ち着いて考えます。この一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。予想通りの攻撃です。落ち着いて考え、私の視界の外へ行かない。この一撃勝利への道を切り開きます。
私の滅び誰でもかかってきます。貫く障害の槍。私についてできるのと貫く障害の槍。
勝たなければ無意味です。私の視界、この一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。予想通りの落ち着いて考えます。この一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。予想通りの攻撃、私の視界の外へこの一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。落ち着いて
私の指示に従い滅び貫く障害の槍。戦術開始。これで全てが終了する。今の代わり懲罰。いここに降臨する。ありえない。懲罰。いここに降臨する。滅び生まれ変わり。懲罰。いここに降臨する。
勝たなければ無意味です。私の視界の外へこの一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。落ち着いて考えましょう。
私の指示。
この一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。私の視界のこの一撃で勝利への道を切り開きます。
私についてくれ。できると思っている。貫く障害の槍。私についてくれ。貫く障害の槍。私たちの傷、すべての障害を取り除く。
他人の思い
皆様と一緒に私がコードを進めてあげましょう。オーバーキアを始めましょう。これが東海大ロンドの時間だ。石の中に決めてしまいなさい。東海なさい。
これこそ闇だ。
私がコーダを進めてあげましょう。オーバーキアを始めましょう。お帰りなさい。この手お帰りなさい。石の中に決めてしまいなさい。刃の上でこれが九竜の意志。私がコードを重ねてあげましょう。息はオーバーキアを始めロンドの時間むやみにもがく虫けら刃の石の中に決めてしまいなさい。刃の上でこれが九竜の意志。石の中に決めてしまいなさい。これが九竜の意志。私がコーダを重ねてあげましょう。オーバー息は私がコーダを重ねてあげましょう。むやみにもがく刃の上で崩壊。石の中に決めてしまいなさい。崩壊なさい。私がコーダを重ねてあげましょう。
全てどうかはしない。
むやみにもがく崩壊なさい。石の中に決めてしまいなさい。あと何回このような無意味な戦いをして無駄なあがきをやめさせられるのでしょう。
Well, it's a pretty good patch. It's pretty much the end of this patch. I maxed out the battle pass. Battle pass is maxed. How many black cards do I have? About 18,000. So I've got about a pity and a half. If I can get the new new verse of this character twice, then that'd be pretty sweet. I don't really have the disposable income to do it otherwise, but if I can, Dark Team is going to get a really big boost from that character. And then from then it's going to be saving until Bianca comes out. I'm probably going to skip Noan. Well, it depends. Because Bianca's coming out in September, so... By then my bill will be paid, everything else will be paid. I could probably cash for her. How's my my pain cage shop looking? I've got 937, so yeah, I can max out a character. Let's see here. I'll be extremely surprised if I get her early. If I get her early, then I'm guaranteed to get her twice. Because you need her at SS3, I guess. You need her SS3 and her signature weapon. I'll probably have to get the signature weapon later. How close am I to weapon pity? It's a good question. Oh, I just got it. Huh. Yeah, as I had to get Palefire's weapon, because he's best fire attacker for the next 5 patches. So yeah, it's doubtful I'll be able to get her signature weapon without paying. We'll see how things go, I guess. How lucky I get. The game decides I'm worthy. I got about 18,000. Pity is 15,000, so I've got about 80 pulls by the time it comes out, and then we're supposed to get another 10 from the anniversary, so be about halfway to another copy. But I sincerely doubt that will happen. It's gonna take some monster luck. Last time I got a character early was Chrome Glory. This character, I got him early, and he was like 7 patches ago. And none of these other characters I got early. I did get an early copy for Starfarer last patch. That was pretty sweet. So she's like one of my best characters now. Got her signature 1 resonance pet. A couple of the memories are resonated as well. He's my best character actually. 7k combat power. It's got 6 resonations. Pretty sick. I got her to triple S this patch too, so it's been a pretty eventful patch. Hopefully the RNG will be kind to me, but it's gonna be hard to tell. Game's gotta put up or shut up. I ain't got funds to cash right now. It's gonna have to be nice to me. Alright, well that's gonna do it for tonight. We'll continue the grind later. I'm gonna go ahead and rest. Maybe do some videos off stream or something. I'll catch you guys later. Good night.